Packers are targeting a big trade for Trey Hendrickson, a star worth $21 million and with 77 sacks in the NFL. The Green Bay Packers may be preparing for one of the most impactful moves of the season, a trade that could redefine the direction of the franchise in 2025 and take their defense to a new level. After investing heavily in rebuilding their secondary over the past 2 off-seasons, the team is now turning its attention to an equally vital area: quarterback pressure. And the name that has been coming up strongly behind the scenes is that of All-Pro Trey Hendrickson, a true nightmare for opposing offenses. Although ESPN confirmed that the Bengals have resumed contract renewal talks with Hendrickson, the situation is still far from resolved. The relationship between the player and the Cincinnati franchise has been marked by ups and downs. If negotiations stall again, or if the Bengals lose momentum in the tight AFC North race, the trade scenario gains strength. And that's where the Packers come in. Currently, the only certainty in Green Bay's pass rush is Rashawn Gary, who has been solidifying himself as one of the team's defensive pillars. However, the Packers still rely on the development of youngsters, like Lucas Van Ness and rookie Baron Sorrell, to ensure consistency in the front seven. With Hendrickson, that void would be filled immediately with elite talent. According to Bleacher Report's Brad Gagnon, a trade by the end of the season deadline is perfectly plausible. The most realistic scenario involves several NFC teams with a need for quarterback pressure pursuing Hendrickson, Gagnon wrote. Since Cincinnati would likely prefer not to trade him within the conference, that further favors options outside the AFC. Still, Gagnon points to 3 strong candidates in the NFC, the Commanders, Lions, and Packers. Among them, Green Bay emerges as the favorite. The team has more salary cap space than Washington and a more pressing need than Detroit. Therefore, the Packers win this dispute, concludes the analyst. The math doesn't lie. With cap space, a hunger for revenge after the wild card elimination, and a young base thirsty for improvement, Green Bay has all the ingredients to make this move work. Brian Gutekunst, the franchise's general manager, has the upper hand and can change the fate of the season with a single phone call. Hendrickson, who has an impressive 77 sacks in his first 8 seasons in the NFL, wouldn't be just another reinforcement. He would be the new protagonist of the defense. His $21 million contract certainly demands attention, but it is compatible with the impact he would bring to the locker room and on-field performance. If Green Bay's management really wants to break out of stagnation and transform its potential into playoff victories, the time to act is now. And you, Packers fan, what do you think of this possible trade? Is Hendrickson the right name to lead our defense to the Super Bowl? Comment below, leave your like if you want to see the Packers dominating the NFC quarterbacks, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates on the oval ball market and the behind the scenes of Titletown.